Just when you think you've heard it all, someone comes out of left field with this.
And he discussed how possibly the middle rocket, that's the orange rocket, is actually filled with helium. And these things are like bouncy houses.
Good day one and all, and thank you for joining me on another glorious Flat Earth Friday. Yes, you heard it right the first time. YouTuber CC from New York thinks that the space shuttle was an inflatable. There's no punchline, in case you're waiting for one. Before we begin, I'd just like to say thank you and welcome to all my new subscribers, and thank you to all the old ones too who have stuck with me. I am genuinely blown away to see us at the 40,000 mark now. I cannot thank you enough. Okay, back to today's video. Let's go back to the beginning and let CC break it all down for us.
Anyway, I'm down in the city right now at work. Right off of Fort Washington Avenue. And it's right by the river over here. If you notice, I must have, well, you'll hear them go by, but I must have heard like 50 helicopters pass by since I've been sitting here. That's a lot of helicopters. And you know how annoying those things are? I mean, they make so much noise. It's unbelievable. How do people tolerate that nonsense?
Sorry mate, I thought you were doing a video about the space shuttle. I can come back later if this is a bad time.
You know, between helicopters, leaf blowers that are happening 24/7, it's almost like they want to create noise to frustrate us, you know, to keep us, I don't know, aggravated in a way. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe I'm looking too much into it.
Okay, look, seriously, we can do this another time if it's easier.
But, you know, I remember a time when you could hear a pin drop in my neighborhood. Now, the minute 8 o'clock, it's blast off time, leaf blower time. So, you make sense out of that. It's just within the last 15 years I've noticed.
Yes, technology is ruining the world. Got ya. Let's get to the good stuff, please.
You know, if you are a flat earther and you're watching this and you've been doing it as long as me, and it's been 3 or 4 years for you right now, and you're still uncovering truths, you know, layers and layers and layers upon lies. And if you're making videos, don't get discouraged about people that are taking your videos and chopping them up and putting them on their channel and trying to make us look like fools.
Oh, bloody hell, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. He's on to me. Shit.
Because there'll be a day, and that day will come soon, where they're going to need us. And they're going to want to talk to us because they're going to be so fucking confused because they still think they live on a ball. When we know we live on a flat plane. We're the smartest people in the world knowing this information.
Right, all joking aside, if you can sit there and proclaim that you are the smartest person in the world because you think the earth is flat, then that would be like me saying I'm the coolest person on the planet because I wear my underpants over my trousers.
This piece of the puzzle that has been a lie throughout in our entire lives. You know, I spent close to 40 years thinking we lived on a ball. But then a light bulb went off and I became the smartest person in the world, just like you are for being here and watching me and listening to what I have to say.
Wow. The arrogance is just staggering.
I really want to talk to you about the space shuttle. And I was on somebody's channel the other day watching this, and he had a lot of interesting things to say, and I'm going to share it with you right now. I believe his channel is UAP, and he's got plenty of subs, so, you know, just look for it. It's called the Space Shuttle Hoax, just in case if I screwed his channel name up. And he discussed how possibly the middle rocket, that's the orange rocket.
If you're talking about this, then it's not a rocket, it's a tank.
is actually filled with helium, and these things are like bouncy houses, and that's all it basically is. And which is an amazing thought, because I want you to go back, way back, to the first space shuttle launch that we had, and just take a quick look at it, Uncover the lies, because this thing does not look like a solid rocket booster at all.
Because it's not a rocket booster, it's a tank.
I mean, it really doesn't. Go back to the Challenger shuttle disaster. Well, fake disaster, of course.
Oh, of course, because you watched a YouTube video from some buffoon who thought he was onto something. Show some respect for real people that lost their lives, please.
And take a look at the way the sun glistens off of this this rocket. There goes another helicopter. I'm telling you, every like 3 minutes one passes by here. When that reflection that you see of the sun right at the tip of that rocket, it just looks, it doesn't look like it's reflecting off a metal. It looks like it's reflecting off of some sort of like plastic layer or something like that.
What, something like foam? As in what the outer layer of the external tank consists of? Funny that.
And I think it very well could be, because if you look at these launches, about, 5 seconds before they let these things go, you can see the thing is wobbling a little bit, almost like it's losing its balance. How could that be? This thing is solid, I mean, this has got 3 solid rocket boosters supposedly on it that weigh God knows what, and then the shuttle on it. How could this thing just be like hovering around and then it takes off?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
2, 1. Don't know about you, but I didn't see any sort of wobbling at all there.
All right, the 2 rockets on the side, yes, those are actually rockets. I'm talking about the cylinder in the middle, possibly is a bouncy house filled with helium. And it would explain a lot. When these things explode, they explode into a billion pieces. There's no trace of anything. How could that be? There's no metal, there's no nothing. It's just nothing. All they have pieces of are the shuttle. They get pieces of that because that probably, that is real. Well, not real. It's going to go into space because there is no space.
Oh, well recovered there. Well recovered.
They curve off into the Bermuda Triangle, and they either ditch them or they blow them up. Quite presumably, I would suspect blow them up because they're so high up there you can't even see them.
Nope, they are ditched and then reused, actually.
But also another thing with the space shuttle is when they do ditch these things, and they do apparently explode. They don't have any pieces left. They've got nothing there, all right, except pieces of the shuttle itself. And the chemtrails, of course, if you had a plane, you can't be anywhere near these things. Just like a little background on NASA, I want to tell you, this thing, they bought 126,000 acres down there, and they kicked everybody out of that area where they launched this thing. Everybody they just kicked out. Get the fuck out of here. Bye-bye. We just bought your land. Go screw yourself.
He is becoming more triggered as we go on. I'll take cover.
You're not allowed anywhere near these things when they're about to launch, nor are you allowed anywhere near it when it's just being set up and they're doing a preparatory launch on it. No, you're not allowed anywhere near this thing.
Gee, let me think why. How about safety? You've got a space shuttle strapped to a tank and boosters that's about to ignite 500,000 gallons of fuel. Why would you want to be anywhere near that?
You know why? Because if you really took a look at this ridiculous fake thing that NASA puts up there, those snakes, you'll see that is probably a helium balloon up there, and the space shuttle doesn't have any seats in it. It's just completely hollowed out with nothing in it. Why would there be? Oh yeah, that's right, because of the astronauts actually go into the shuttle and they wave to us. No, they don't. They go in there and then they sneak out like little snakes that they are. And then they get back off. Oh, man.
Okay, we're really getting desperate now. The space shuttle is a cardboard cutout that's stuck to a giant helium balloon with real rocket boosters attached to it. And the astronauts make their way into said cutout and then out the bottom. Are your fingernails hurting from the incessant barrel scraping?
There's so much fucking material that we're dealing with here that we've got to wake people up. You know, it's not only flat, well, it is all about flat earth, but it's not only waking people up to the fact like that. Take some other subject and wake them up about that subject, and then get into flat earth. That's the best way to do it. You really have to do it like that. You know, just find out what they're in, sports especially. All right, sports, everybody loves sports. I felt like I was the only white Caucasian who hated sports. Apparently I'm not. All right, I think sports is the biggest bullshit racket out there. None of it's fucking true. It's all set. They all know who the winners are going to be way before they start the game.
You've clearly never watched a Premier League game then, buddy. This is just nonsensical drivel now, and I'm done with it. Wow, times are really getting desperate for the Flat Earth movement, aren't they? Well, at least we've responded to this complete lunacy. Thank you all so much. If you haven't checked out the t-shirt shop yet, please do. Link is in the description, and a like and subscribe would be wonderful. I am thoroughly enjoying making content for this channel, and I've made the decision that in the near future I will be moving to a 2-a-week release schedule. More info will follow on that, but it's down to all you subscribers and your wonderful comments that have inspired me to make this move. Thank you all again, and I'll see you all next week.